Hey Zliv, how are you doing? Yo! I saw you, I saw you followed me on, well, subscribed to me on YouTube. What's up? A while back, actually, right? Okay, let me change category. Oh, and you already liked my stream. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Is the audio fine? Because I increased the gain yesterday because I was like, I was talking really low, silently, so as to not wake up my girlfriend who's sleeping. I think I'm gonna try like leaving the gain on and maybe just like speaking far away from the mic. Should be fine, but let me know if there's a problem. Anyways, welcome to the stream. We are today just gonna play Valorant, actually. I was thinking of watching this interview real quick because this interview looks interesting. So maybe let's watch this before playing the video games. Actually.
First time ever. I'd like to let Macintosh speak for itself. Hello.
Wait, what? Oh, there's a little volume problem here. No, it's max volume already. Okay. The video is titled, The Godfather of AI Quits Google and Warns of Its Dangers. Why Apple co-founder is not concerned. Apple co-founder being Steve Wozniak. The technical brains behind the success of the Apple company.
Jobs introducing Apple's pioneering Macintosh computer almost 40 years ago. Jobs' friend and Apple co-founder Steve Wozniak is now among a chorus of tech leaders calling for a pause on artificial intelligence, citing, quote, profound risks to humanity. Just overnight, Samsung became the latest in a growing list of companies to ban the use of AI on their company devices. Wozniak, Elon Musk, other tech leaders recently wrote in an open letter that AI developers are, quote, locked in an out of control, I should say, race to develop and deploy ever more powerful digital minds that no one, not even their creators, can understand, predict, or reliably control. People listen when Wozniak talks about it.
So we actually reviewed the letter already. What was it, like last week, 2 weeks ago? I don't remember. We reviewed the letter about the proposal to pause the AI research for a little bit. And some people in chat were thinking that it's just some kind of ploy in order to allow those other tech leaders like Elon Musk to catch up on their on the research, because you know, like right now OpenAI, the company running ChatGPT, is basically ahead of everyone when it comes to this style of AI. Jaką mam rangę w Valorancie? Jestem Diamant 2. Spadłem do Diamant 1 w tym weekendu, w ten weekend, ale wczoraj udało mi się wrócić do Diamant 2.
Tech about all of this. He designed the
So yeah, Steve Wozniak, Elon Musk, other people signed this petition to ask for the pause on research. I don't think I really agree with the idea of pausing the research, but I do agree with the idea of setting up ethical guidelines and standards for AI research. That's something I fully agree with.
Revolutionary Apple I and II computers. It helped put Apple on the map. The Apple I they built in Jobs' parents' garage back in 1976. So we're really happy to have him with us this morning. Good morning to you.
Good morning to you. It's plenty early out here in California.
It's plenty early. We appreciate you getting up early. Look, you're worried. Elon Musk is worried. We just saw the man from Google, known as sort of the grandfather of AI.
Man from Google.
Quit because of how worried he is. What do people need to know?
Well, you got a little bit wrong about me. I'm not like worried. I believe in fear and live in a life of fear. I just believe that when some powerful technology is introduced, we should look that almost all technology brings some good things to us and some bad things. And
Okay, this is exactly what I was saying. I already know what he's saying. I fully agree. To bardzo duża ranga. Ja wczoraj wbiłam brąz 1. O, gratulacje. Ej, słuchaj. Parę miesiąc i będziesz na mojej rangi. Nawet będziesz lepsza niż ja. Diamant 1, z tego co widziałem, to jest top 10% graczy w gry, w Valorancie, a więc to zaczyna być nieźle. Chciałbym dojść do Ascendant, chciałbym być nawet lepszy, ale zobaczymy, czy to mi się uda.
We should be responsible, and we should study these things and kind of prepare people for what's coming and take steps maybe to keep it from being too horrible and bad. For example, look at how many bad people out there are just hitting us with spam and trying to get our passwords and take over our accounts and mess up our lives. And now AI is another more powerful tool, and it's going to be used by those people, for basically really evil purposes. And I hate to see technology being used that way. It shouldn't be.
Aww.
And probably some types of regulation are.
He's a sweetheart. He doesn't like seeing technology be used for evil. But yeah, I like his analogy with email, right? People don't usually think of email as like special technology, but he's right. Email gets used, can be used for great things, but it's also being used to try to ruin our lives and steal stuff from us. Na pewno będziesz lepszy, wierzę w ciebie. Dziękuję bardzo. Dziękuję za te miłe słowa. No zobaczymy. Ja tylko chcę oglądać ten wideo, bo to interesuje mnie. Steve Wozniak, bardzo szanuję go jako programmer, engineer. On jest geniuszem i chciałem usłyszeć, co on ma do powiedzenia o te nowe technologie z IA i dlaczego on podpisał, nie wiem czy zrozumiałeś, co mówiłem po angielsku, ale on podpisał taką prośbę dla wszyscy pracujących nad te technologie, żeby wziąć przerwę w ich, nie wiem jak powiedzieć po polsku, research, ich research, na pewno znasz to słowo, i jest po prostu to jest taka otwarta prośba, żeby zrobić przerwę tak przez powiedzmy 6 miesięcy, żeby móc tylko się skoncentrować na jakie będą złe konsekwencje tej nowej technologii i jak mamy dalej do przodu pójść z tą technologią. Is that the guy from Better Call Saul? I actually haven't watched Better Call Saul yet. No, this is Steve Wozniak from Apple Computers, the co-founder of Apple and the genius behind the technical success of Apple Computers. The one afraid of EMR. So basically, for context, Pure Panda Dance, this is a video where Wozniak is being interviewed in order to ask him why he signed the petition for a pause in AI research. Elon Musk notably signed this petition. Many other people in software and researchers signed it as well. And he's explaining. So he can catch up Kappa. So what he explains, and I think it's very reasonable, and I completely agree with him, is not that he fears AI, is not that he's worried about it, but just that, like, what he said is every technology can be used for good and bad. Every technology has upsides and downsides and consequences. And maybe for once in the history of humanity, we can just take a little break and not stop the progress, just make sure that we anticipate as much as possible the negative uses of this new tool, that we make sure that it doesn't harm people or just harm reduction, basically. I agree with that mindset. I don't know if I agree with the pause itself. But at least this mindset of, okay, let's try to fix the problems before they arrive and not wait for them. I like that. I like hearing that from a leader in the tech world. And yeah, he seems pretty reasonable.
Are needed. Regulation is telling parties that are producing things, you will obey, you will not do certain bad things. It's like our Bill of Rights. The Congress will not pass certain types of laws. And, you call that regulation. It's not like stopping you from doing your business. It's just saying, no, you've got to have some ethical concerns.
I'm also curious to how your thinking on AI has evolved since recent years. In 2018, you did this interview that I was watching yesterday. You said this about AI.
No machine sits down and says, what should I work on? Humans tell it what to work on. No machines can just do it well for us. So we're building technology that will make life easier for us. Where's the lack of jobs? At least where I come from, the United States, people have jobs.
He's got an Apple Watch. So yeah, true, because they're talking about replacing a bunch of jobs with AI. So what are the newly jobless people going to do? That is obviously a really important question in the whole in all of this, which is the job replacement. Here he's being dismissive of it. I wonder if he's changed his mind. I hope so. I don't think it's a reasonable stance to be like, oh well, there's jobs right now. Like, come on, dude. It's more complicated than that. I do believe there will still be jobs, but the people who will need to retrain, need to change their field of work, it will be very damaging to those people. I've already talked about it. There was a Swiss philosopher who, during industrialization, when he saw the consequences of industrialization, he studied the situation that happened with the weaving machine, how all the people working in the textile industry suddenly, instead of 50 people working in a factory making clothes, now there was one machine overseen by like 5 technicians, 45 people are no longer employed at the factory. What do we do with those people? So this philosopher proposed to very simply not stop progress, not stop automation, not stop the progress of technology, but instead to just take tax the capital returns of the automation. He proposed to set up a special tax where when you automate systems, when you automate jobs, have part of the gained revenue from the automation go back to the investors, because you need to keep progress up. You need to reimburse the investors who paid for those machines, and part of that money reserved for the workers who got laid off specifically, so that they can perhaps go back into education and train for a new type of job, perhaps take an early retirement if they're close to retirement, at the very least pay for unemployment as they look for an alternative. I like that idea. I like just, reasonable splitting things in half. We're not gonna stop progress. We're not gonna stop technological improvement. We're not gonna stop automation, but we're gonna make sure that at least it helps the people recover from it. But obviously that didn't happen. We're talking about I think it was in the 19th century, if I recall correctly, that he proposed that idea. That didn't happen, and it's definitely not happening now. I think the closest we could get to that would be UBI, or some kind of UBI, or some kind of really strong unemployment payment. That would work as well.
Now we see what you're saying, and also talking about regulation. Can there be global regulation, though, for something like this technology?
No, there never can be. It's one of the reasons that technology has so many bad sides. I often say those that brought us this digital world, when I look back at some of the easier life days and less worries about all this stuff and things worked more, I say, those that brought us this digital revolution should be executed, or worse yet, make them live in it.
Based.
That's so.
Based. Execute everyone who brought us to this digital revolution. Oh my God, Steve Wozniak. Hitting us with the big truths. I face when they keep the UBI the same and it doesn't keep up with inflation while the rich do. Well, the truth is, I don't see UBI as a solution to social problems. I just see it as something that helps with the issue of automation. The truth is, I think it's in The Expanse. I'm not sure which sci-fi show it is in, but I think it's in The Expanse, where they have UBI and they have automated all the work on Earth. Basically, there's only 5% of people on Earth who actually have jobs. What that creates is 2 classes of people. Literally, being on UBI means you're a second-class citizen. It means you don't get to actually. You don't have the same rights. You don't have the same. And you do have, technically, in theory, you have the same rights, but you don't have the same. You have no impact on society. You have no importance. You are just a mouth to feed for the ruling class. So, and I think sadly that's probably the most realistic portrayal of of what a UBI society with high levels of automation will actually look like.
So so how can you not regulate bad people very well? Could AI be employed to spot all these little tricky little worded spams that are?
Wait, sorry, you got. Okay. Humanity failed to send the asteroid. Cat. Yeah, there's a cat running around.
Trying to get your passwords and all that. Could they spot that? It's never being used that way. It's being used by people who want to make a name for themselves or make money for themselves, and that never quite goes as well as it should.
True.
I want to talk
It's
about
kind of like love over money. I mean, I have feelings, I have emotions, and you know what? If I read a certain story, I might cry. Does AI cry? You know, and so it's being employed for the benefit of humans. When we started, even with Apple Computer, the personal computer was a tool that would let humans do more than they ever did before, and be more capable and in control of their own destiny more. And it's sort of like hard to judge it that way now. Do we ever get to?
Man, Steve Wozniak is such a sweetheart. I mean, I don't know much about him, but just listening to him talk, he seems like such a fucking sweetheart, honestly. No, do rich people really have feelings? Oh, come on.
That world where we're happier and happier than they were 10,000 years ago? Nothing tells me that's true.
I want to talk about what you would do, because the fact I mentioned the godfather of AI, as he's known, Geoffrey Hinton, who left Google, right, in the last week. And here's what he said. The idea that this stuff, AI, could actually get smarter than people, a few people believed that. But most people thought it was way off. And I thought it was way off. I thought it was 30 to 50 years, even longer away. Obviously, I no longer think that. When we started this interview, you said, maybe we have to take changes. This letter talks about pausing things potentially. This is what Google CEO, right, where Hinton worked, Google CEO Sundar Pichai told me in 2019 about slowing down on AI if they have to. Here's what he said.
Interesting.
You're basically saying we have to weigh.
Oh God, imagine, oh no. Imagine running an interview in a data center. So, what do you think about AI? Jesus Christ. It's a cool background for talking about tech, but it's really stupid from a sound perspective.
Technological advancement and competitiveness with what it means for humanity.
Absolutely. And I think it's important, and I think it's important. That's what society expects us to do.
That was then, this is now. Should
I welcome our AI overlords as long as I get the joy from Blade Runner. Oh, boy, do I have a meme for you, by the way. Will I be able to find it though? Here, let me hide. I don't want to spoil it with the Google search. That's all I want. Fair enough. That's what we all want to be true. Pizza feels good, man. Let me get a slice. Sure, come over. Oh, no, I'm not going to be able to find it. Okay. I think Sophie had sent me that meme, but I'm not finding it anymore. One of the Tucker Carlson and Eminem memes.
Oh, no, it's Pinterest. It was.
Oh, it was in the Discord.
Yeah.
Oh wait, but not this one. There was a different one.
Oh, yeah, let me.
Hey Beckdorf, how are you doing? I'm trying to find a meme right now.
Let me find it.
Because I think it's in our WhatsApp discussion, but I'm not sure. Let me check. Greetings, fellow viewer. How do you do? Let's see. This chord, that chord, another chord. Wow. Really makes you think. Okay, this has nothing to do with what I'm looking for, but I liked this one. The Super Mario Brothers movie. Anna Taylor-Joy revealed she wasn't a gamer before being cast in the Super Mario Bros. Movie. After landing the role of Princess Peach, she started harassing women and minorities online. True. After this, I need to go shower and check my email for this dumb appointment tomorrow. Eck. Why? Just don't go to your appointment. Boy, do I have some good life advice for you, by the way. Non, c'est pas grave. Ouais, il est pas... I think I love her. Anna Taylor-Joy. I think we're all in love with her. She is amazing. Okay, this has nothing to do with what I was looking for, but I have to share it with you. I never shared it on stream. Okay, so this is a huge derail.
I can switch to English. I'm not sure I can do well in French.
So someone's been making some like weird ass song, AI driven songs on the French subreddit.
Bonjour les Français, c'est moi Sting. Je parle un petit peu, mais je suis pas encore très bien français.
So they made Sting sing a song generated by AI in about Lidl, the supermarket.
So sometimes I can switch to English. I'm not sure I can do well in French. So je suis le chanteur du band de police. Comment dit-on en français band? Oui, le groupe de police. Vous savez, c'est moi qui chantais. I'm an Englishman in New York. So recently I came to France. Récemment, j'étais venu en la France. Et il y a quelque chose qui really touchait mon cœur. C'est le supermarché Lidl. Cette place, c'est tellement fabuleux.
Lidl is truly fabulous.
J'ai trouvé que ça m'inspire beaucoup. Le Lidl, le supermarché. So j'espère que ça vous plaira. J'ai composé.
I love the AI generated
ça maintenant. Merci la France.
like Sting and Lidl images too.
De bonnes affaires chez Lidl. Dans les allées.
It really does sound like police too.
Se balade tranquille dans les rayons, il guette des prix chocs, de la vanille, des PQ et des courgettes. Éclate-toi, je lis dans le dur et le roi.
Okay, I'm gonna spare you the rest, but I was very, very impressed. What does chez mean? Chez means at, like chez moi is at my home. It means at, or like so chez Lidl is at Lidl. All right. Anyways, back to the Wozniak interview. I'm sorry for the derail. I had to share that with you though. Chez Mario would mean Mario's. At Mario's, yeah, exactly. I ate at a sandwich shop called Chez Aline, and it was bussin'. Nice. Yeah, so you were eating at Aline's.
Google slow it down, and the competitors.
Well, Geoffrey Hinton is, he won the Turing Award, and that's the Nobel Prize, of computer science. So I would die for that. I got one close to it, but and these people that were involved in AI from the start, he's obviously one of them, and
All right, see you, Peter.
CTO at OpenAI, and they put out, yes, there are concerns. Yes, we should have regulation, and they are very close to it. They're the producers of this technology. So you normal people out
You
there,
normies.
should be told, here is something that was generated by AI. So we can say, I prefer to know things that are always right and not some that are a little bit untrustable and flaky. I like the trust.
Well, What do you think about the political aspect of this, though? Because we saw President Biden
True.
announce that he's running for re-election. Republicans responded with this AI-generated ad, basically saying it'd be this dystopian future if he's re-elected. It was criticized. Are you worried about the harmful effects AI could have on our politics?
Yeah. Well, AI has beneficial effects in giving us like a lot of good guidance, like being a good reporter, and we humans should be the editor. There should always be a human editor. And when that's not the
Well, yeah, then there's the deepfakes too. You normal people, yeah. Goddamn, what a big boy. Yeah, Wozniak's a big boy for you. I'm actually excited for the harmful effects AI can have on our democracy. Nice. Based nihilist up in here. I want to see the destruction of our truth and our society. How is he only 171 pounds, 78 kilograms? Dude, why are you asking me? But think of the memes. Well, we already have good AI memes. I love the Balenciaga AI meme. Actually, let's check that after.
we're going to have a lot of problems.
Yeah, like that.
Oh no.
I don't think Sophie likes it. Seeing her reaction. Yo, I got a quick question. All right, shoot. Before I go back into the video. Shoot your question in my mouth. I am waiting. I'm waiting for your big fat question. What do you think about this handgun question? I want to buy this for concealed carry this weekend. LCP, Ruger LCP 2 and 380 for self-defense. Have you tried it in person?
In terms of self-defense, I mean, at the end of the day, the answer is always going to be it's better than nothing. So whether it's a 22, a 380, a 44 mag, whatever the case may be, it's going to be better than nothing. That being said, the 380 actually has a very popular reputation for actually being a good self-defense gun in some respects. The former governor of Texas, Rick Perry, a long time ago actually used an actual Ruger LCP like this to kill a coyote that was attacking his dog while he was out for a jog.
So the Texas governor's pack.
No, not yet. Well, I'm going to get an LCP Max. Comes with a 12-round clip. Well, magazine, right? I doubt your pistol uses clips, and it can fit in my pocket. Also, it's cute as fuck. How big are your hands? I feel like I'd have to look at the dimensions of the, but like looking at this dude hold it in his hands makes it look like a fucking toy. I probably wouldn't be very comfortable shooting it personally, but then that's always like the fucking trade-off, right? It's more concealable, which is better for a concealed carry weapon, obviously. 380 in with a self-defense round, you know, a good hollow point. From what I've read, I obviously don't have any self-defense experience, but from what I've read, 380 in a defensive round is absolutely functional and will work. It will take down a threat. Now the other issue is it's a small gun. Considering how small it is, like you got what, like 2 fucking inches of barrel in here. You're gonna have like a lot of recoil, and you can see it here when he shoots.
In some respects, the former governor of whatever the case may be, it's going to be better than nothing. That
like despite being a smaller round and a lighter round, you know, just looking at him shoot it right here, you know that it's gonna kick like a mule because of how small and light the gun is. Like compared to a Glock 17, a Glock 17 is gonna stay on more on target, even though it's 9mm. Dude, you're in Valorant category. I know. I was gonna just play Valorant right away, but I guess we're just chatting. I know. I was feeling lazy about the category switching, but you're right. All right, I'll change it. Dude, 380 ACP has 95% less recoil than a 9mm. The recoil depends. Look. I'm not talking about the recoil as in the weight of the explosion, the amount of powder. Of course not. But the felt recoil when you actually shoot the gun is more so dependent on the weight of the gun. Like dude, you can shoot a really heavy revolver containing like 357 and not have that much recoil because it's really heavy. A fucking Desert Eagle in 357 doesn't actually, from what I've seen, I've never tried one, but from what I've seen in tests, in videos, it doesn't kick that hard. Whereas, obviously, that same Desert Eagle in 50 AE, that will kick like a mule. But so, like, 357 Magnum, it's much bigger than this 380 ACP, but it's possible that you would have to try it, but it's possible that this gun actually is really hard to handle, and you would need to train a lot with it to be proficient. That's what I'm trying to get at. I'm not saying it's a bad choice. As long as you train with it, it's going to be a hell of a concealed weapon, right? It's super small, and it's perfect for the concealed role. And from what I've read, once again, 380 ACP is perfectly fine for self-defense. So then the issue, once again, is will you train with it enough to be proficient with such a small gun? I missed your messages. Hickok45 said big hands work well with it. Okay, that's good news. Almost all super compact pistols are not great beginner guns. Yeah, obviously. I want it so I can just keep it under my car seat or when I go to Airbnbs. Don't leave a gun in your car, please. There are so many articles about theft of guns from cars and all that kind of stuff. Don't leave your gun in your car, okay? Whatever you do, like if you have to carry it around, actually carry it, okay? Please actually carry it. I had a 10mm Glock 40. It was way too big. I couldn't conceal carry. Well, obviously, a 10mm Glock is way too big for concealed carry. But in 9mm, 380 ECP, if you're going to go super compact, I think is a very reasonable choice. Obviously, you can find like 9mm super compact guns, but I imagine that's like way worse for handling and recoil. But there is the Glock 43X. The subcompact Glock, and like there's various like analogs of this for this. It goes back to the old saying: it's better to have a 22 LR pistol with you than a 45 that sits at home. Yeah, absolutely. If like from a defensive perspective, yeah. I would actually use it, and by use it I mean not use it, but only if I need to use it. I understand. I get you. I just saw Pokimane was playing Valorant. Oh yay! Let's go queue with her. Let me change my stream title to playing Valorant with Pokimane. For some reason, I doubt she'll. I need to switch to US servers as well, in order to even have a chance of queuing with her. But yeah, I think it's a great choice. You're just going to need to train a lot to be to have it actually be useful. I carry a gun to use at people turning their car around on my driveway, defending my family. Yeah, I saw that. I saw a story. It's fucking horrible. There was that one, and in the same week, the day before or 2 days before, a kid got fucking shot through the door for ringing a doorbell. Fucking psychos, dude. Fucking like absolutely psychotic people buying guns, thinking they're justified in shooting people for like no fucking reason. It's terrifying, honestly. Yeah, I don't have an issue talking about guns, and you know, Kino lives in the U.S. Like it is what it is. But yeah, I'm not a fan of this level of widespread gun adoption. A guy shot a whole family, including kids, because of like a noisy. No, it wasn't because of a noisy lawnmower. It's even worse, turn it. The guy was was practicing his shooting in his backyard, and shooting is very loud. Like everyone knows that shooting is really fucking loud. So the family complained to him, asked him, "Hey, like go to a fucking range. Like please stop shooting in your backyard. It's bothering us." And he killed them. He killed them in retaliation for them asking him to stop shooting. And on top of that, you know, when like Second Amendment supporter people are like, "Oh, red flag laws, they restrict our rights and stuff." Those people called the cops on this neighbor multiple times for, you know, disturbance, etc., etc. If red flag laws were actually being applied, that guy should have had his guns taken away months ago. But no, the cops didn't do anything. Of course, they chose not to apply the law in that situation, and in that case, you can't do anything, right? If the cops choose to not enforce that specific law. Yeah, I've heard about a whole family because they wanted their neighbor to be quiet. Yep. And it's not just because the neighbor was making noise. The neighbor was shooting, and that was the specific noise happening. So he was close to his guns, and I don't know, fucking a fuse blew off in his head. Fucking terrifying. But hey, once again, Kino's asking me for what I think about like his concealed carry option. So it is what it is. He has the right to concealed carry. I'm not gonna. I need to like dissociate the two thought processes in my head just to like have a constructive discussion on the topic. Okay, maybe I'm double thinking this whole thing because I can't keep it in my car. You shouldn't keep a gun in your car. You should never keep a gun in your car. Your car can get stolen. Your car can get broken into, and then that's one. And then it's not a gun on you. If you actually believe in the self-defense doctrine of concealed carry, the gun should be on you at all times. Absolutely. And accidents constantly happen. I talked about breaking into the car, losing the car getting stolen, which obviously is a huge risk. That's actually a big source of illegal guns in the U.S. market. But on top of that, you might forget about it. It might sound stupid to you because, you know, you're a responsible gun owner and you're conscious of your guns, etc., etc. But it actually happens constantly in the US. People forget their guns in their car, and then maybe they go pick up like someone's kid. The kid looks under the chair or in the glove box or whatever, and boom, you have a kid with a gun. The kid doesn't know how to use the gun, and especially if it's like, I don't know how you plan on carrying it. I know a lot of people who carry for defensive purposes choose to have one in the chamber. And that's the worst fucking situation if someone's, you know, like reaching into the glove box looking for something, and boom, they have a gun in their hand. It's already loaded. It's ready to fire. All it needs is like 4 pounds of pressure on the trigger, and there you go, a negligent discharge right away. You should always, if you're gonna carry a gun, carry it until the fucking end. Make sure you know what are the gun-free zones in your city, etc., so we don't break the law, so that when you have to go through them or go into them, you know that you can't carry for that specific trip. You have to make your peace with that. Just never leave a gun somewhere unattended. Please don't. Like, it's actually really fucking dangerous to you and to all the people around you to do that. It reminds me of the accessories at the NRA convention. Oh, I don't remember those. Is there like a specific accessory it reminds you of? Don't carry a gun, easy. Yeah, I mean, I honestly don't. I'm not a fan of like open carry or concealed carry. I prefer concealed carry to open carry. I think concealed carry makes more sense. Open carry just makes no fucking sense from a civilian perspective. But I also am not a fan of civilian concealed carry. Yeah, I was thinking about getting one of these. I think that's a terrible idea. So I know I have a gun in my car and don't forget it. It's true that at least this way you don't forget. It's true that at least you don't forget the gun, I guess, if it's like right in front of you. But still, this is a terrible idea. There are many, many very strong arguments. The gun is pointing at my foot. Oh yeah, true as well. There are many, many, many reasons for the not to leave a gun in your car. Okay, even if you're 100% like Second Amendment, constitutional carry, all that stuff, those same people will still tell you not to leave a gun in your car. Gun culture is cringe and should be discouraged. You're a bigger danger than anyone else. I don't think if by gun culture you mean the like self-defense culture, I tend to agree. I think it's only just justifiable. Well, the culture is cringe, actually. The culture is absolutely cringe. I 100% agree with you, Chernit. The concept of owning a gun for self-defense and carrying, I do think it's justified if you're actually living in like a very rural area. I don't mind that. I do hate the culture associated with it, though, absolutely. I like the fact that in my gun club and at my gun range, the culture stuff is actually very like I'm not allowed to go in with like tactical like LARPing as a military. That's actually, if I do that at the gun range I'm at, they'll I might get kicked out of the club, honestly, and like lose my license because it's part of the rules. They don't want people LARPing either as cops or as military. There's an exception if you're actually a cop or actually military, but I haven't ever seen anyone go in like full LARP mode. It seems like it's a small detail. It's not an important detail, but it's like one of those things where, yeah, like they want to keep they don't want the cringe part of the culture, basically. That's the feeling I get, and I respect that. Anyways. Oh, they were showing cringe accessories. Okay. Yeah, I don't remember all of the accessories, though. It's been a while. I kind of shoved Andrew Callahan out of my consciousness, all things considered. Are you satisfied, Kino? You got the gun talk out of the way. I've never actually tried a 380 ACP pistol yet. I don't think there is one for rental at the range, actually. Oh no! Oh no! Now I remember. Yeah, the fashion show with the guns too. Don't tread on me since 1776. No, not really. Now I'm looking at gun vaults I can install in my car. Oh god. My advice would be, as far as your car situation goes, if you're going to concealed carry, figure out a way of carrying where you're comfortable sitting down. Figure out like a carry position where you're comfortable sitting down. That way the gun stays on you at all times. I genuinely think that's the best situation. That's the best for all your purposes. The gun never leaves you. That's the safest possible way you can engage in this. And also, my only thought when you're talking about like a gun vault in the car is that fucking terrifying video. Who was that? What was that again? American shoots from car. Oh yeah, it was this video. Some like stupid road rage incident. Something dumb happens like out on the road. Oh yeah, he got honked at for changing lanes. He got honked at from changing lanes. So he brake checks. He opens up his gun vault and he draws his fucking pistol and he just like fucking lays into the other driver. I'm not gonna play the whole video. I think it's TOS, honestly, but my girlfriend would not approve it if I had a gun walking around. Then don't carry. Okay, then either you have a conversation with her and you convince her that it's important to you to carry, or you respect her wishes and don't carry when you're with her. Like you gotta, you gotta think that through on like a personal. The guy had 0 consequences. Did he? I don't remember what was the aftermath. But I would hope he goes to fucking prison. What was this? Florida man shoots another car, road rage. Charges dropped against man arrested for road rage. It's Eric Popper. Faces felony charges. Nearly 2 years, charges against Eric Popper have been dropped. Why? Oh. Oh no. Because it's justifiable self-defense. At one point, the other driver pulls up to Popper's side and hits his car with an unknown object, according to FHP. I saw his arm out the window holding something in his hand, says Popper. Popper says he was shot at. I was in fear for my life at that point, and once I heard a gunshot, I returned fire. Oh no. So his actions were justified. What actually happened, by the way, and it's absolutely illegal and terrible, but the other driver threw a fucking soda bottle at his car. That was the justification for shooting back. That and the whole, like, I saw his arm out the window holding something in his hand. I thought he had a gun. Oh god. I mean, the self-defense like escalation system in the US is so fucking scary when it comes to those things. I hate it. I know people make fun of European law, especially like Americans make fun of European law, where you like, if someone comes at you with their fists and you shoot them, you're the one going to prison, okay? You're the one going to prison. You're supposed to act proportionally to the threat that is facing you. If you act disproportionately, you're no longer acting within self-defense. So people make fun of that. I think that's honestly very sensible law. I just feel like you're normalizing the self-defense argument. In what way, Turnit? Like, I personally don't agree with the self-defense argument, but I'm familiar with it, and I'm not trying to argue with Kino, right? He's already made his decision. He's a grown man, and I don't like he asked a question about the gun for like a specific purpose. I gave my opinion on that. I understand that it like feels weird to you to have me dissociate compartmentalize the two, but at the end of the day, it's Kino's right in the US to have a gun, to own it, and to concealed carry it, right? I'm not gonna change that except with my vote or with my activism or whatever. I generally do believe that like you shouldn't carry a gun. If you're in a rural area, if you're in an urban area with any sort of level of, police coverage and all that stuff, there's no reason to carry a gun with you. Not even true. You can use a gun here to kill someone who's attacking you. You won't be going to prison for it. Okay, I thought I was okay. Fair enough. I was generalizing for Europe in general. France has pretty strict self-defense laws. There are some exceptions. For example, if someone is breaking into my home at night, I'm allowed to use a gun on them. But if it's during the day, I'm supposed to see if they're armed or not. There are very, very specific conditions before I'm allowed to shoot someone. And if they're not satisfied, I'm the one who's in big legal trouble. Anyways, no, the truth is, statistically speaking, a gun is a bigger threat to yourself and to the people around you than a self-defense tool. That is the reality, right? I'm not a big fan of the self-defense purpose, barring like living far from civilization or whatever, especially I'm in that situation. Honestly, I'm more concerned by wildlife. Like there is a lot of situations where you kind of need to be capable of defending yourself against like a bear, a coyote. There's some like wacky shit out there that justifies it, but you will be charged for gun ownership though. And a jewelry store killed someone who tried to rob them, and they didn't get convicted. There's no civilian legal ownership of guns in the Netherlands. Turn it. Not even like hunting guns or like shooting sports. Because here in France, that's usually what happens, right? The people have a hunting license, they get to have Class C weapons, or they have a sports license, and they can even have Class B weapons. Usually it's the hunting. Usually it's hunting weapons that are pretty prevalent in France. So Class C weapons meaning shotguns and bolt action or single shot rifles. There was this case, speaking of jewelry stores, there was this case a couple of years back here in France where someone, similar situation, a jewelry store owner was robbed and beaten up. And after the robbers were able to, finished robbing the store and they were escaping, the guy got up, grabbed his hunting rifle from behind from the back, ran out and shot the dudes on their bike. He killed one of them, if I recall correctly, and that was judged to not be justifiable self-defense. It was judged to have extenuating circumstances, given that he was beaten up. However, the fact that he shot once he was no longer in danger, there was no longer a threat to his life, meant that he acted outside of self-defense. He got, I think, 18 months probation. So he didn't actually go to prison, but he did get a large sentence on probation in case he fucked up afterwards. And he lost his right to own weapons. Which I think, honestly, was a pretty reasonable... all things considered, I think that was pretty reasonable. You're allowed to own a gun with those things, yes, but with sports, you're not allowed to keep the gun at home. Interesting. Okay. Got community service for ownership. Interesting. Ooh. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to read this, but I'll trust you. Honestly, though, guns don't kill people. People kill people. So why are we debating about guns? Because that's a really, really naive and disingenuous way of presenting the problem. Guns make it so much easier to kill people. Like, that is a very, very dishonest argument, fundamentally speaking. Yes, technically it's true, of course. It's the people using the tool. The tool itself is just a tool. But it's a tool that is purposely designed from the ground up to facilitate killing things, destroying things. It's not a fucking screwdriver, okay? It's a gun. It's a very particular type of tool. It's a weapon. But yes, of course, a weapon by itself doesn't do anything. That doesn't change. That doesn't affect the debate in any way whatsoever. Okay, only country which has constant mass shootings. Well, the funny thing is, nuclear bombs don't kill people. They just heat up material. Exactly. The funny thing is, I've been trying to like build a bit of a rationalist view. Why is it that the U.S. has mass shootings when there are other countries that have a lot of gun ownership, civilian gun ownership? And like the main differences I see between the U.S. and other countries are the culture and the carry laws, right? If you compare the U.S. to well, and also the ownership restrictions. If you compare the US to like Switzerland, France, Austria, Czech Republic, Turkey, you have huge amounts of civilian gun ownership in all those other countries outside of the US. But those countries have limits on who can own guns. Those countries have very often waiting times before you can own a gun. I had to pass multiple tests and practice for months, and I had a minimum of 6 months before I could even apply for gun ownership. In practice, it was longer. No carry. In Switzerland, you're not allowed to open or concealed carry unless you are a cop or like a security officer of some sort. A civilian is not allowed to carry. That means there's a lot less guns just circulating around in civilian life. And the gun culture, right? There's not this culture of I need to defend myself. I need to fight. I'm under threat. I need to be ready to kill someone or I'm going to die. If I wanted, I would have... guns don't make it easier to kill people. Gotta be a joke. Yeah, Kino's trolling when he says that. Kino's trolling when he says that. That's outrageous. I should be able to guy a gun within 30 minutes of a background check. 6 months is very long. I don't think it's necessary that it's that long. But I honestly think 1 month at a bare minimum would be truly very reasonable. 1 month at a bare minimum with obligatory, participation in at a range, someone signing off, hey, you've learned the safety procedures. It doesn't have to be like the obligation that it's like 9 hours, or I know some various states with the like anti-gun laws, they set up like you need to have 12 hours of training. 12 hours doesn't matter. It's you need to actually have you need to have passed and shown proficiency with, actually safely handling the gun is more the issue, I would say, at that point. Okay, I'm bullshitting a little bit. It was 24 hours of cooldown, so I don't go off and kill someone in Oregon. 24 hours is better than 30 minutes, but that's still really short. The main issues with the main things that a cooldown period gives, and that's why I like a couple weeks, a month, I think is very reasonable. It prevents suicide, and it prevents mass shootings for sure. I just feel like you're normalizing the self-defense argument. To add this to this because you asked, I mean that you're entertaining the idea, and that adds to it itself. Fair enough. You're not wrong, Turnit. But once again, I chose to address Kino's concern without doing the meta conversation of you shouldn't even be carrying. He asked me what my opinion was on this gun as a concealed carry weapon. I decided to entertain the idea, yes. And I understand that you're not a fan of that choice, but I think it's okay to have that discussion. Anyways, let's finish this. Let's finish listening to Wozniak talk about AI. Okay, are we done with the derail? We're done with the derail. All right, let's go back to Wozniak.
As far as AI being used to, I don't know, deep fakes, making somebody sound like a person in their voice and taking advantage of a mother. We've seen that recently, and there's going to be a lot more of that than there ever was before. Tricking you into things. Tricking's going to be a lot easier.
Wozniak's referring with the mother thing. He's referring to the situation. What he's referring to the situation he's referring to is a mother who got called, and they used an AI voice to make it sound like that they had abducted, kidnapped her daughter, so they could ransom her daughter without even kidnapping her. That's what Wozniak is referring to here when he's talking about the mother thing.
For those who want to trick you. And, we don't really have we're not really making any changes in that regard. We're just assuming that the laws we have will take care of it. So I'm a little, worried that people being abused more than anything else. Fortunately, I'm not political, but yes, it could be used, AI could be used to kind of sway and make it seem like political truths are there. But people are very different, and AI tends to come out with a broadcast that sort of says, we're all the same. I am truth. I am, here is a very deep understanding of something. Well, you don't even know what I'm going to feel like eating tonight, And AI is just not like that. It just misses a lot of the emotional drive. A lot of the decisions we make have an emotional content, and AI will kind of act like, oh, here's a decision to make, you know, and it's just kind of like monotone, sort of boring.
But Oyoyo, that way they can be scammed without the need to abduct their children. True. True. This is actually a progress. We've invented harmless ransoms. That's actually a huge progress for society. We can now ransom people without even abducting their family. You're right. You're right. That's amazing. I should have seen it in this like harm reduction angle. You're right, Vector. Thank you. Thank you for making me see the light.
We have so many questions, Steve. We hope you'll I should say. We hope you'll come back.
But can I ask one more before you go, actually? Because one thing we always talk about here is Elon Musk. Do you talk to Elon Musk ever?
I've never actually met him and spoke with him. I admire some things that he's done for the world, changing us towards electric cars, but, you know, his real motivations inside, is he really a purist of trying to clean the air and all that, gets shadowed by a lot of other things. And he basically got a lot of money from myself. For a car, I believe things he said, that a car would drive itself across the country by the end of 2016. Oh, I had to upgrade to that model, you know, $50,000. And then it wouldn't do anything. I could tell it wouldn't ever make it across the country. And he said, here we have a new one with 8 cameras, and it'll make it across the country by the end of 2017. I actually believed those things.
Oh, no. Oh, no, Wozniak. I feel bad for him. I don't actually feel bad for him. I mean, he's got the money to splurge on that shit, but I love that he's calling out Elon in this like soft spoken like, well, I like what he does, what he's done, and I like the idea, but he fucking scammed me out of 500 grand in useless fucking cars, basically. Yeah, he scammed you. He scammed you and a bunch of other people.
And it's not even close to reality. And boy, if you want a study of AI gone wrong and taking a lot of claims and trying to kill you every chance it can, get a Tesla.
Wow. Wow. Any thoughts on how
nice.
It's on Twitter?
Man, okay, I fucking love Wozniak in this interview. He told us that we should execute all the people causing, who've brought about the technological revolution. Fucking based Luddite engineer. He's fucking laying into Elon Musk. Oh, nice.
Well, it's kind of bumbling. I can't say good or bad. I'm not really there. And Twitter, you know, probably needs a lot of change and revamping in most people's eyes. So we'll see. I mean, Twitter's a social network, and I pretty much avoid the social networks. Just part of, I don't know, you can get so distorted and get in groups, and people are free to criticize everybody, and they're sort of anonymous, and they aren't judged. People can do illegal things very easily on YouTube or on Twitter, very illegal things. You point at it, and the companies won't do anything to even shut it down, other than you can report it, like you can report anything, and they'll take that one instance down, and another pops up like whack-a-mole. No, you know, this whole, the way the social web works brought a lot of negatives. You can see that movie, The Social Dilemma, and it's full of a lot of negatives of how they treat the users and kind of meld them just to get more business.
It's a really
love versus money.
Really important documentary you point to.
Yeah, and we should note Tesla would probably dispute what you said about the cars. I know that you have expressed frustration before with what Elon had said the cars would be able to do, what their capability actually was. Fascinating conversation, Steve. We loved having you on, and we hope you come back, even though it is really early for you.
This is a great interview, actually. I knew Wozniak had this reputation as this like really soft-spoken but really smart and like the like sensitive engineer type persona, and maybe I'm projecting hard onto him, but he's fucking brilliant. Okay, this is actually a really good interview. Hey, Scoops through. This only came about when we went to some rural Airbnb and we were scared the Airbnb owners would kill us in our sleep. So I asked my girlfriend if she would want me to buy a gun, and she said yes. So now that just threw gas on the fire, and I'm obsessing over buying guns. Oh shit. Oh, Jesus Christ. I mean, okay, last piece of gun talk advice, right? In that situation, probably at least teach her how to manipulate the gun safely. because like if the gun's going to be on the nightstand or whatever, she needs to be able to handle it without a negligent discharge, know how to unload it, etc., right? If she's interested, possibly maybe go to the range with her as well, so she can at least have a little bit of experience. Secondly, that's really fucking paranoid. I don't think Airbnb owners are out there killing people in their sleep. That's some like horror movie plot. That's not reality. But hey, if that's what you need to feel safe, then that's your life. That's your you do you. Just once again, don't leave a gun in your car. Actually carry it, okay? TBH, that would be a fun Airbnb stay. I had an idea today about horror movie plots. Speaking of horror movie plots, so there is this parasite, the tongue-eating louse. It basically goes into fish's mouths, bites off and eats the tongue, and then it replaces the tongue in the fish's mouth. I think that would be a pretty cool plot for one of those horror movies. Well, just imagine the parasite infects human beings, and then it also controls them or like changes their behavior, like other parasites are wont to do. So I was imagining this like small town situation where you follow a group of young people, and slowly everyone in the town gets infected with this like really fucking icky like centipede thing in their mouth. And you can have like I already have like a bunch of like cool scenes you can imagine, like one where like the main character kisses their love interest, and they feel something weird, or maybe that's how like the parasite goes from person to person. It goes from one person's mouth to the other when they kiss, and like makes people more promiscuous, which is a common theme in horror movies. I'm eating. Yo, sorry, Odin. So I'll close the picture. Oh yeah, Odin. Yesterday you asked if I was working out. I remember. I remember you asking me that, and I remember I didn't respond to the chat messages, and then I forgot. I actually have been working out for a very little in past weeks, but I have been working out for a couple months now. I started doing it in preparation for the ski trip, so I could be in shape for skiing, because going from like sitting on my ass all day to basically like 40 to 60 hours of intense physical activity in a week was going to be really rough. And I still run. Right now, my routine generally is when I go to at the bare minimum is when I go to the shooting range, I run to the shooting range so I can at least get the cardio in. And what I've been trying to do, what I haven't done for a couple of weeks now, but what I've been trying to do as well is run to this park where there's machines that you just use your body weight, so I can like lift and like pull myself up and stuff like that, and then spend like an hour on the machines. Shooting range? Aren't you in France? They have guns there. Yes. France is actually one of the European countries with a very high amount of gun ownership. I am a licensed sports shooter, which means that I'm allowed to own Class C and Class B weapons, which means Class C are the hunting weapons, which means your shotguns, bolt action, single shot rifles. Class B weapons are the semi-automatics. Those aren't allowed to hunters, but with a sports license, you're allowed to shoot them. And after passing multiple tests over the course of 6 months, which I have already passed, you can apply to gain the right of ownership. Good job, buddy. Arms looking swole. Thank you. Oh, you're doing a biathlon? Oh yeah, I actually did a biathlon when I was at the or I didn't do a biathlon, but I took two biathlon classes in when I was in the mountains, which was super fun. Like combining the fun of skiing and like sports with then like the fun of shooting and like high precision with the rifle and stuff. That was I loved that. I'm definitely doing that every year. How do you think they overthrow their kings? That was before guns, to be fair, or at least I think they had muskets already. But yeah. 2024 headline: American Airbnb renter kills Airbnb owner and injures wife because he thought he was getting attacked when owner knocked on door. Yep. Yep. Like the cross-country skiing into shooting. Yes, exactly. Exactly. So it wasn't with dried bread as batons. Yes, baguettes as batons. Exactly. That is the French variant. Interesting. I had a friend from Luxembourg who talked about. Let me go to full screen because we were not watching it. We are not watching the video, anyways. I had a friend who from Luxembourg who talked about what it takes to be a gun owner there, and in Germany what it takes to hunt. Interesting. I know Germany is stricter. Obviously, I think all European countries have like hunting licenses and whatnot. But my vague recollection is that the German law is like is way stricter on ownership. But yeah, France, Switzerland, Czech Republic, I think Austria and Turkey, off the top of my head. Oh, Finland might also, but I would have to double check. I'm not sure about Finland. All those countries are actually very, very permissive with gun ownership, with civilian gun ownership. And when I say very permissive, I don't mean like US style permissiveness, but I mean like you can end up owning guns. The only issue is you have hoops to go through. You need to have a license, you're registered, the police have you in a registry, you need to pass tests, you need to have a justification, whether it's sports, shooting, or hunting. There's no such thing as self-defense ownership, or when there is, it's very exceptional. One AR-15, please. I will be allowed to own an AR-15. To be fair, an AR-15 is just a semi-automatic rifle among many other semi-automatic rifles. The reason it's so involved in mass shootings in the US is simply because it's a very popular platform. It's as if it sucks to have to throw this argument in the fray, but it's true. It's just because it's the most used gun, and it's like really. You can get really cheap ARs, and sadly, they will definitely do the job when it comes to murdering a bunch of people. Yeah, it's such an easy platform. Yeah, I would like to have an AR, though. Honestly, considering the prices, I would probably, if I had a rifle, I would probably first buy a Kalashnikov. You can get Polish, like high quality Polish Kalashnikovs here in France for like 1,200 euros, which is cheap for a high quality rifle for civilian ownership, like a legal high quality rifle. That's actually pretty cheap, and it's like a very reputable brand, a high quality manufacturer in Poland. And like that same gun, because of import regulations and all that stuff, it'll cost like $1,600, $1,700 in the US. So I think like living in Europe, if you're going to go that route, getting an AK is kind of like the best bang for your buck, probably. I mean, there's cheap ARs that are manufactured in Europe as well. But anyways, it's something I've been thinking about. The problem is the range I go to, the club I'm part of, is mostly focused on pistol shooting, and I like the longest distance at the range is 25 meters. It's not great for shooting like an AK. I would if I was going regularly to a range that had like 100 meter, 200 meters, 300 meters targets, I would probably be. I would already own a rifle. Actually, I would already own a bolt action rifle, like a historical one. I'd be interested in maybe like a car 98, or one of those like World War I, World War II cool ass rifles. I already am allowed to own them, and I would definitely have one, but I don't have a place to shoot them. So like the way they're supposed to be shot. So why would I buy one? Is apart from like collection purposes, but it's hard to justify. Really hope you don't end up hurting yourself. Same, obviously. So if it makes you feel better, I'm like super. I am super pedantic about safety and proper handling, proper safety procedures, etc. But obviously, yeah, I know it's a sport with its risks, and I do hope that I stay safe. of course. Ownership and use of firearms is regulated by the Firearms Act of 1998 in Finland. A license is always needed for possession of a firearm, and all firearms are registered. Firearms may only be carried while they are being used for a specific purpose, that is hunting and shooting at the range. Okay, so similar, as like in France. It seems it's not for defense. Yeah, there's no country in Europe that allows possession and carry for defense purposes outside of exceptional permits that that you would need to apply for at the police station, which they almost never they never give away those permits basically. If you own a gun, I definitely would want it to be in a safe if I ever came by. Well, let me tell you something, Scoopsteru. In France, it's illegal for me to own a gun and not store it locked up. It's literally illegal. One of the things I have to do to apply for ownership is I have to send to the police a proof of purchase of a safe, as well as like photos showing that it's at home. So it will definitely. I will definitely have a safe if I own a gun, and it will definitely be stored in the safe. And I think that's a very sensible law. I like that part of gun ownership in France. Via Jericho 941. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's IWI. That's Israeli weapons. Oh, it's based on the CZ75. Okay, I like the CZ platform. The CZ75. I tried a CZ75 at the range the other day. Are you going to get a biometric safe so you can quickly access it? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I will store it according to the law, which means that I store it separate from its ammo. The ammo I don't need to store in a safe, but I need to store it locked up. I can store it in like a locked container. And the gun is stored in a safe, unloaded. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I almost shot my foot off with a rifle a few years ago because I have a habit of testing the trigger. It's a bad habit. Yeah, that's a freaking terrible habit. Are you going to get a... Oh, yeah, I reread that. People in the US think it's a toy and have it out. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen way too... There's this subreddit. It's r/idiots with guns. And it's painful. It's painful to watch. Jesus Christ. Oh God. It's painful to watch. Heading back to work and then workshop later. All right, see you, Beckdorf. Thanks for dropping by. Real men pointed at their dick. I mean, that's what this cop does, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Like, look at it. Look, he's flagging himself with the revolver. Yeah, look down the barrel, bro.
Oh, this looks like a 357.
That's what I thought. To be fair, though, I have to speak in his defense. I have to speak in his defense. A revolver has, especially when it's not cocked, the action, the pressure needed to trigger it is extremely high. This is not the right. He's not respecting gun safety rules, which is really bothering me because the rules are there to be redundant. The rules are there so that multiple rules need to be broken and fail in order to cause an accident. That's why you respect all the rules all the time. And he's not respecting the rules. He's not respecting here he is not respecting the fact that the gun should only be pointed either in a safe direction or at something that you want to destroy. But the reason why this is okay is he doesn't have his finger on the trigger, which is another rule. But that's the only rule that makes this kind of acceptable, because he's not assuming that the gun's loaded. If he assumed the gun's loaded, the first thing he would do, point it in a safe direction, probably at the ground, given it seems like it's an open area, and open up the spinny thingy. I forgot what it's called in revolvers, and make sure there's no bullets inside. That being said, it seems like a rusted up gun. It probably is impossible to actually open the gun if it's rusted shut. That's probably why he's looking down the barrel as well, because he's trying to make sure whether there's bullets inside or not. It's not the worst. It's actually not the worst, even though it looks really bad. But it's not as bad as it looks, what he's doing here, honestly. But he definitely has to be really careful with what he's doing. Damn, those bullets need to come down too. Yeah, never shoot in the air. Absolutely. You should never fucking shoot in the air. People die every year in the countries where they celebrate like shooting AKs up in the like marriages or whatever, shooting AKs in the air. Yeah. Oh yeah, what's the youngest you'd give your son or daughter a gun? I got a 12 gauge when I was 12. I wouldn't give them a gun, but if they're interested, I would definitely have them join like a club. I think it's fine for like to learn to shoot at a young age if it's in a responsible environment where that's focused on safety and a responsible way of learning. I know there's here in France there's a lot of like youth gun clubs. Yeah, my dad did that with one of my siblings. Yeah. I would have no problem with my children doing that if that's the sport they're interested in. I shot the HKP8 and that's double action. That first shot sucks, but it's still wrong. Yeah, absolutely. It's still wrong. I got a Red Ryder BB gun when I was 8. Shot my eye out. Ow. Ow. Yeah, that sounds terrible. Okay. Remember what I was saying about the gun safety rules? He is pointing it at himself. He's got the finger on the trigger. This is painful to see. So anyways, when you were talking about like people in the US are doing dumb stuff with their guns, I think of the subreddit right away. It's okay, it's unsafe. I don't think this model even has safety. I don't see one, or maybe it's like because the image is low quality. I don't see a safety mechanism here. Like a button for the safety. Here's the slide lock and slide release, right? Yeah, I don't see a safety on the gun. That Playboy sweatshirt is cringe, yeah. Oh yeah, Scoopster, I missed your message earlier. Sorry about the philosophy video. Yeah. What were you saying? Your takes on the philosophy vid were good. No doubt they use unnecessarily difficult language, making people feel like they're saying more than they are. Yeah. Sometimes when they explain stuff, in philosophy, and you actually understand what they're saying, you're like, why not just say it in normal people words? But then when you study philosophy, you understand that it's like the technical language. It does serve a purpose to use those words, but it's just really annoying when you're trying to learn it from a like layperson perspective. By the way, about linguistics, I meant there's some relativity between language and thought. Was thinking about it after your stream more. Yeah, because Turnit, I don't know if Turnit's still here. He DM'd me the stuff, and like it's stuff I already know about, right? The linguistic determinism, linguistic relativity, the Sapir-Whorf hypothesis. And it's true that in like, I don't remember if it's in neurology or in developmental psychology, but those theories were mostly debunked or it may not necessarily, linguistic relativity, but linguistic determinism, was debunked. Here they're saying there's positive empirical evidence supporting linguistic relativity, but I know there's like conflicting research on the topic, and like Turin was coming in like really disagreeing. But my impression was that you weren't talking about the deterministic version of the theory, yeah. I don't see what he's doing wrong. If you're supposed to check if there's a bullet in the chamber by looking down the barrel, exactly. In Minecraft, you mean? Here, please no ban. Wait, okay, is it TOS? Oh, gun scene. Douglas Reinholm tests whether or not his pistol is loaded. I'm scared. No, he doesn't die, no blood? Okay.
I wonder if it's loaded.
Oh, God.
No. Ah. Here we go.
Okay. Oh, that's so painful to watch. It's so painful to watch that, as with like the firearm training. Anyways. That's a large mag. People love their high capacity magazines. I don't know, I used to, when I was first going to the range, I used to feel like, okay, I got this 17 round magazine, I'm gonna fill it. I'm gonna use all 17 rounds. And as I'm getting more experience, at least with the idea, with the whole thing of like practicing at the range, more and more, I just load like 2 to 5 bullets. And then, so then I just like stop, I check where I hit, I see if what I have to correct with my handling, my position, etc. Just taking it slow, really, and just like trying to perfect the art of like hitting the target rather than worrying about like putting a bunch of bullets in my magazine. That being said, if I ever do own a rifle, here in France, they've restricted higher capacity magazines for rifles. So like, with my ownership permit, I'm only allowed a 10 bullet magazine, a 10 round magazine for like if I buy an AR, and then I would have to apply, do a second application sometime later, and ask the police for permission to own like 20 or 30 round magazines for my AR. And I have to justify that by saying that I participate in like competitions and stuff, which I do. I participate in like my gun clubs competitions, right? But those are pistol competitions, so I still don't have a justification for for like a 30 round magazine. But I would prefer having it. I'd rather have it. And oh yeah, this is the thing I think in general with the gun thing too. I'm not a survivalist, but I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. Okay, if this might sound like fucking insane, but if tomorrow, you know, Russia invades Europe, and I have to pick up a gun, I'd rather it be actually functional for combat. Arm every woman, arm every child. Arm every newborn. Pocket nukes for everyone. Do you have water supplies? No, I don't, because I'm not a survivalist. I'm gonna go watch RuneScape videos. I hope you all have a great night. Alright, have fun, Peter Panda Dance. Thanks for dropping by. Namaste. Namaste, Jokesta. How are you doing? By the same logic, you should know. Yeah. Yeah, I should. If I had space in my apartment, I probably would have at least like a couple like, you know, packs of water bottles. That I think yeah, having like a couple packs of water bottles is the bare minimum that like everyone should have, because it's not even a question of, you know, post-apocalyptic survival. It's just a question of, hey, maybe the water's shut down. There could be a plumbing issue in your building.
My advanced intelligence can be used like an octopus to suffocate and pull apart my enemies.
Donut coming in.
Pew pew pew, bullets en gunos, om mani padme uwem, pew pew pew, boompauw, gate parasam gate, sukidopi sva, vera hawishna padma gataha na benenne.
Nice. It's the gun and Buddhism crossover. I like it. Thank you for the dono, Skipster. Wait, hold up. Is that a weed plant behind you? No, that's a hibiscus plant. That's a hibiscus plant. All right. Where was I? What was I talking about? Oh yeah, Odin. Same in New Jersey, Pepe Mods. Bro, only 10-round magazines for rifle and 8-round for pistols. 8-round for pistols is crazy. I mean, it's fine for target practice, right? I probably would be okay with that, but yeah, I don't know about that, man. It's something that really pisses me off about the like US approach to gun law is I feel that like okay. So if you look once again going back to the discussion earlier, when we compare gun law in the US to gun law in Europe, you actually have, many people don't realize this, and like even earlier, like Peter Panadance wasn't realizing it, you actually have a lot of civilian gun ownership in Europe. But where it really differs is that in Europe, there are a lot of checks and balances when it comes to your possibility of owning a gun leading up to the ownership, which means that once you do own the gun, you're mostly okay. You can buy a suppressor for your gun, right? In the US, you have to fill out a form, have it registered in the ATF. It's illegal to remove your suppressor, put it on a different gun. Then you need to buy a tax stamp and file a form for the other gun as well to have its own suppressor, etc., etc. Here, it's hard to get there. It's not that hard, but you have to go through several steps to just get there. But once you're there, no one's breaking your balls about like not being able to use a suppressor. This kind of stock is illegal. That kind of finger guard is illegal. Whatever. This gun looks scary, so we should outlaw it, etc., etc. It's more like, okay, you've proven you're a responsible gun owner. You've shown that you've passed tests. You've shown proficiency. You can now own civilian class guns, and that's fine. So what happens in the US is because you have this constitutional imposition where it's constitutional right to own a gun, right? Because of that, being anti-gun means that instead of reasonably restricting access to guns the way it should be, you end up having to do all those stupid ass regulations and restrictions that don't actually affect gun ownership. They just make owning guns more of a pain in the ass. That's what so much of gun law in the US actually is. It's making owning guns a pain in the ass. You can only own an 8-round magazine for your pistol, otherwise it's illegal. You cannot put a suppressor and a stock and have a barrel length under 12 inches on your rifle. If you combine all those things, now it's illegal. It's all those super pedantic, inane restrictions of barrel length, this or that accessory is this or that hand thing. All this stuff makes no sense. It rationally it makes no sense. If someone's a responsible gun owner, the stock doesn't matter. What you would want normally is to make sure the guns are only in the hands of people who've shown that they can be responsible gun owners. But since you cannot do that, you being anti-gun means passing fucking stupid laws, but because you can't do anything else. As long as you're vaxxed 4 times, you can own whatever gun you want. That would. Oh, dude! Imagine if you made that the law in the US. That would be hilarious. That would be fucking brilliant. I would actually love to see that. I would actually love to see that happen in the US. Sounds like a public shooting in the making in France. Just wait and you'll get a machine gun. Hey, look, it is what it is. shootings are possible in France. Right now, the main worry when it comes to gun ownership in France is black powder weapons are completely unregulated. I've read articles about far-right militias here in France buying, hoarding, and training with black powder weapons. Recently, last year, there was this crazy, like, racist old dude who'd already he had already been arrested once because he tried to murder some like brown people in the street with a machete. And he got released from prison. And this time he went back with a black powder revolver for like a Kurdish Kurdish celebration and tried to shoot people. He got stopped. There were no casualties, thankfully. But I think that's a much greater worry, because once again, like that shit's unregulated. That's not even a Class D weapon. That's or maybe it is Class D, but regardless, you can go into any gun store and just buy a black powder revolver, some balls, some firing caps, some powder, and there you go. There you have a gun now. If there is going to be a shooting incident in France, it's gonna be someone like with like 3 loaded revolvers, just like going crazy in a crowd. It's not gonna be. It could be, but it's very, very, very unlikely it's gonna be a licensed owner, because once again, there's a lot of checks, there's a lot of balances, there's a lot of stuff leading up to owning a gun in France that sort of. Of course, no system is foolproof, but until now, it's mostly guaranteed that you're not gonna have guns in the hands of irresponsible gun owners. And 6 months to go from a licensed shooter to an owner, 6 months within which you have to go to the range and rent guns and practice. The range people will get to see, hey, how you behave at the range. Are you how you behave with regards to gun safety, etc., etc. That's a lot of money. I mean, it costs money, to rent a gun, etc., etc. I don't think people who are looking to do something really fucked up are gonna go down the legal route. Anyways, I think that covers pretty much everything I wanted to say. Holy shit, Pog. What's Pog, Kino? The guy I've been messaging to buy a gun said he'll give it to me for $300. Great deal. Yeah, that sounds like a good deal. Is that the Ruger LCP you were talking about? All right, let me switch cat. Yes, nice. Congrats. Yeah, that sounds like a good deal for sure. All right, let me change streaming categories real quick. Oh no, I was still streaming Valorant on Kick. Yes, I was. Okay, never mind. Good. I don't know what they go for usually those guns, but that sounds like a good deal. Ruger is supposed to be a reputable brand. Did you know for a really long time I used to confuse Ruger and Luger. I thought they did the like Nazi pistols, the Lugers, but it's actually two completely different brands. It would be really expensive to do so, and so I'm probably not going to do it anytime soon. I would love to have a collection of like historical guns if it comes down to like actually collecting. I think that would be really interesting. Like I was saying earlier, like if I had a place to where I could actually practice and shoot those, I would already have splurged on like a cheap World War I or World War II rifle, because those aren't that expensive, honestly, and they're like a piece of history. There's something really cool about that.
Deathmatch. Warm up.
they're a piece of history, and yeah, at a very reasonable cost, all things considered. Like depending on the I think that was a body. Depending on the condition. Depending on the condition, it should go for like 500, around 500 to 800 euros. Oh, I moved while shooting. Ah, he keeps moving when I shoot. In the meantime, I have the perfect gift for you. Whiskey Decanter Gunshots Club. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. This is some premium cringe. Oh god. If I ever came to Paris, would you be comfortable with us going shooting?
Intelligence can be used like an octopus.
Yo, thanks for the dono.
Part my enemy's arguments.
All things are by nature void, they are not born or destroyed, nor are they stained or pure, nor do they wax or wane so. In emptiness, no form, no feeling, thought, or choice, nor is there consciousness. No eye, no ear, no nose, no tongue, no body, no...
That's the Heart Sutra, for those unfamiliar with Buddhism. Ow. You might know it if you've played Tekken. There is this song in Tekken. Here, let me play it for you.
Die.
Ow. It's actually really cool. It was one of my favorite songs in Tekken. No eyes, no ears. I think it was a song for Yoshimitsu's stage. Let me look it up. YouTube.com. Tekken Yoshimitsu stage song. Alright, maybe not Yoshimitsu stage. Tekken. No. Oh, it's in Tekken Tag Tournament. Oh yeah, it is Yoshimitsu song. No ears, no nose, no hand, no head, no eye, no shape, no shape, no head, no ear, no nose, no hand, no head, no eye, no shape, no shape, no head, no ear, no nose, no hand, no head, no eye, no shape, no shape, no head, no ear, no nose, no hand, no head, no eye. Yeah, it's a banger. It's really cool. The Tekken Tag Tournament was actually a really sick game, honestly. Oh god, my spray. There we go. That Groove Armada? No. It's some unknown producer, dude. It's just some like random producer for working for like a Japanese video game company. I can link you the song. Maybe you can like figure out who made it, but sorry, I already linked it. No ear, no nose, no hand, no head, no eye, no shape, no shape. Tongue. Yeah, I was thinking about the horror movie idea I had earlier as well. Yo! Ah. You should make the main character of the movie the Dalai Lama. Yeah. No tongue and kiss before marriage. True.
Captain killed.
Who is he shooting at? Oh.
Gone. Down.
5 kills remaining.
Shot down. Thug.
God, my spray. Oh, fuck. Song makes me feel like a computer virus. No eyes, no ears, no tongue. Yeah, I know what you mean. Someone's... Okay.
1 kill remaining.
I knew someone was close, but...
Gone.
Oh!
I am pleased.
I'm gonna take that as a no. You wouldn't be comfortable. Oh, I would be comfortable
with that. I'm a little uncomfortable
Stop.
with that.
I would be comfortable going to a shooting range with Yukino. I'd have to recheck the how the rules work at the range, but I think I think I can invite someone to the range. If you come to Paris, we can go to the range together.
Uncomfortable with that.
God damn it. We can go together, Kino, okay?
Match found.
It's fine. Nice. Ram range. 13 naked operators waiting down range, ready to get shot, ready to get cocked. Hello, team.
Hello.
Ram range. Okay, we got Omen. I think we gotta get a Sage. That's what we gotta get. Gotta get a Sage.
I am both shield and sword.
You should blast the song for the team. Oh yeah, I need to get a setup where I can blast music into people's ears. You wouldn't just go shooting with anyone, would you? I wouldn't, but I probably would be okay going to the range with most people, honestly, you know. Unless I have a reason to think that they're gonna be dangerous or irresponsible. I would love to have someone to go to the range with, honestly. And the people I've met at the range are all nice, but I haven't really made friends there. It's not a great environment to make friends because obviously you're wearing ear protection, so it's kind of hard to have conversations. But I would love to. I love to introduce like a friend to shooting, and then we would like go together and whatnot, or like go with someone from chat or whatever. I don't care. Sophie came out of the sleeping room and was like, "Hey, you could ask me." Oh yeah, and the cat. Yeah, I need to buy that book, How to Teach Your Cat About Gun Safety. Have you heard about it? How to talk to your cat about gun safety. Wait, how do I...
My advanced intelligence can be used like an octopus to suffocate and pull apart my enemy's arguments.
It's lonely out on the range, that open space they call country. He wanted you, he couldn't have you, your pills left you kind of deranged, hopelessly caged like some monkey. He wanted you, he couldn't have you, still into my heart you came, here's a message.
Thank you so much, Scoopster. I keep my pussy cocked. Pepe laugh. Good one, Kino. You got just photos of a bunch of cats with like guns and ammunition.
My reflection is here. Do me a favor, cariño.
So my cat finds a gun. What's the big deal?
Reloading.
Very important book to have if you own guns and have cats. Taking your cat to a shooting range several times a week will help keep her skills sharp.
And the birds.
Yeah, of course, bird targets for cats.
Hello.
Yeah. All right.
Hello.
Hello.
Map deployed. Target sighted A.
Grenade.
Reina,
Okay.
Target sighted A.
I can flash.
Enemy
Nice.
Spike down A.
Go plant.
One shower.
Oh, flank.
Last player standing.
Ah, fuck.
Nice try.
I knew there was someone coming flank too. I should have told him to watch flank. I like should have gotten. I should have been reloading.
That Reyna won't touch us.
Yeah, we should have been closer, Raze. I agree.
Sorry.
It's fine, you know, I'm chill.
Let me flash next time though, so we can push better.
Yeah, that would have been better. I was just sitting back to keep an eye on the Reyna in U-Haul, but your bot killed her, so yeah.
Yeah, that's why I naded it.
I
Anyways,
must
okay.
stop their Reyna.
Yeah, it was a good play. I didn't realize that's what was going on though.
But they were pushing on bathroom, that's why I pushed.
One,
She got away. Oh, Viper's there too. Watch out.
Yeah. Okay.
Reloading.
I'm gonna get out of here.
Yeah. Thanks.
Reyna's on B. Let's run. Oh, we're close.
Spike down B. Last player standing. Flawless.
Alright, nice try. That was just an eco anyways. No big deal.
Strike at their weak points. If one link breaks,
Alrighty.
On my way.
Okay, let's get let's play default so we can let's play default, but have make action on A. Okay. So if they push like last round, we can punish them. Just an eco copium. Nah.
Message sent. Weapon here.
Viper's peeking me on A main. I think she backed off. Reyna's on A. We should probably execute A. Right. Oh,
B is clear.
Okay, just gonna hold the angle to protect Reyna's gun.
Yeah.
She got the gun. Okay, I'm coming B. Let's go. Let's just do
We
B.
got the site. We got the site.
Yeah, yeah. Watch out. Sage has a Vandal or whatever Reyna had.
Okay.
Wall raised.
You can go back. You can go back.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, didn't know you were gonna nade that. Nice. Okay. Beep 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 beep.
Never back down.
Let's go B.
You can get a drop, Reyna. Though, I mean, half armor should be fine, because they're gonna buy. They're gonna full buy, but... Report KO racist. Ooh, a real gamer.
Wow, it's like the third round. What the fuck
Can you
happened?
cover me, please, Omen?
One's you. Oh, fuck. I'm bringing bomb to B.
Grenade! Wall raised. Precision kill.
Nice.
Can you heal me?
Reloading.
No, heals used.
Spike planted.
Okay.
20 seconds.
There. Enemies in the spawn.
One is going from back. Reyna is back. Here.
Okay.
Careful, Uka. Don't get exposed from Uka. Please.
Yeah, one hookah.
One enemy remaining.
Elbow.
Throwing charge.
Can we do a baby stream? Wait, what do you mean a baby stream? What is that? What is a baby stream? Do I want to know what that is? IRL baby? On stream? Why? What? I don't have a baby.
Why people are so toxic like that?
Man, I don't know. Shit's wild.
Only 4 rounds and...
I know, right? They're not even losing. They're just like so fucking toxic.
I have a buy. Sage, I can buy you.
I can get you my $1 I'm gonna hold.
You could ask the baby. Going to have a baby soon. Could ask the baby anything. Why would I want to ask the baby anything?
Grenade! Bomb buddy out. Satchel out. Here comes the party! Enemy spotted. Enemy spotted B.
Can play on A.
Oh, you haul Reyna with a shotgun.
Two on B, two on B. Sage and K on B.
Reyna on limbs. Reyna on limbs.
Okay, only Reyna on A. You should go A, guys.
Take it. She got judge. She got judge.
A is clear. Just go A, guys. Don't die.
Yeah, the last two are B.
Could have just taken the teleporter and ran out. That was really lame.
Shadows traveling. Cover going out.
No one's watching
One
flank.
enemy remaining.
Nice.
Don't pick now. I got you back.
Last player standing.
Good job, man.
Gone here.
All right, that was a force from them. No, that was a half, kind of a half buy actually. Okay, still works. Yo, Raze, can you drop me so we can spread the money, spread the love.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. I could ask the baby anything. I honestly have a bit of an ethical issue with the whole like using babies or like really young children on social media. TBH. Okay, I'm bringing the bomb to B. Right, let's go. Or is Omen, you take it.
Two on B, 2 on B. A should be just one.
One enemy remaining.
No info on right now.
One maybe on site. No, you got him. Okay. Long.
Still in sight.
The hunt begins.
Oh fuck.
Ping together, ping together.
Yeah, I tried to play off your contact, but
I got your back, I got your back. I got your back.
Okay.
I'm watching here. Coming. She's low, she's low. Wait.
Nice, good job, guys.
Mario count money? Yeah, I'm not gonna res this round. I'll res next.
Oh, I'm surrounded by minha familia. We won't lose.
I can drop if needed. Yeah, Reina, ask for a drop. Let's make sure we have approximately as much money. Yeah.
Thank you, bro.
I'm still gonna pick with B to make pressure.
Okay. Yeah, and you've been winning those duels, so.
Maybe someone go with Reina on bathroom.
It's okay. Reina's been doing fine. Oh, Sage wall now. I broke it. Sage is there. Nice.
Can you revive maybe?
Yeah.
Your duty is not over.
Right down into you.
I have the spike.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, I see city. You can plant.
Nice play.
Good job.
Sheesh, that was a bit chaotic.
This is why
But we
we
did
are
good.
a team.
Yeah, I was a bit worried about the res on the race. Like, I knew Reina was gonna try to go for the.
We can enter A with my ult, maybe.
Particular again.
We could push
yeah.
together with my ult.
Yeah, we should use up our ults and like just win 3 rounds now.
Yeah.
If we just push together.
Push my need.
Oh, sorry. What were we saying?
Yeah.
Flames.
Grenade! Satchel out.
Here we go. Powerless.
I can't use that.
Oh,
I
backside.
can't. Oh.
One is Lance. She's shooting at me. Nice.
I can't use that.
You can trust me.
Yep. Yeah, it's him. Be from behind, be careful. Yeah, one behind.
Oh fuck! Watch out the
One
grenade.
enemy remaining.
For you.
You can go B. Get there.
Barrier created.
All right, you can just plant.
Kill us.
Enemy
Kill us.
Nice.
Ah, she was stupid.
Anyone have any splints? I may have jammed my fingers. Multiple fingers.
And yeah, we still got Omen ult, though obviously that's hard to use. We got Ray's ult if you pick up Orb.
I'm gonna push bathroom. I think I got
Yeah, and so you get the Orb and stuff. Yeah. Let's do that.
Maybe that.
There. For you, hermanita.
I get 2 kills a plant. I can res as well.
Traveling. Shadows traveling.
Welcome to my world. Rest.
Oh, I don't like this. Unless you get the Viper. Oh, she's in back.
On my
backside.
ping.
Yeah.
We can go B. Take the TP.
Yeah, I think going B would be good.
I think they're rotating.
Yeah, but we have to kill this Viper.
Yeah,
I'm
we
gonna
could just
try
wait.
something.
We still have a minute. Nice.
Nice. You have the site.
Wall raised. Spike plant. Someone's in defender spawn.
One heaven.
One long. Ah, fuck, he already is on my wall. Shit, I thought I had more time.
Cutting their vision.
One seal and one on side. Don't pick. Can pick.
Last player standing. One enemy remaining. Still in sight.
He has it halved. Oh, nice try. Sorry, I shouldn't have said
Okay, I
anything.
think. Oh, nice try.
It's just he could have stuck it and defused there, but
Even with numbers, anything can still happen.
I'm surprised he didn't.
I can buy someone. Oh man, I can buy you.
What about their ults? Well, we burned through Viper ult, so that's good. Let's like fake A and do B. Here, take the bomb omen towards like
Okay.
B.
Grenade!
SH wall B.
Down, buddy.
Cover going out.
You can take the TP.
Sage is on B.
Satchel out.
We could just go A actually.
Satchel out.
Okay, 2 on B, 20. Go ahead. Go B. Go B, guys. Go B.
Your duty is
I'm just gonna get them. Nah, we're good. We're good.
So what I miss? Enemy spotted A.
Flash.
Backside or raise. I'm doing good.
Grenade out.
One enemy remaining.
There.
Nice, good play from the Omen.
Go B bust from Lems.
Congrats.
And we're clear.
Oh yeah, you're saying congrats to Kino. Yeah. Getting engaged, getting a baby,
Their lives are so meaningless.
getting the gun.
Let's try on 1B maybe.
Sure. Yo, Raze, let's go B long so we can teleport because the rest of our team's on A. If they do stuff, then we should go join them.
Here.
She's left side. Yeah, good grenade. Okay, nice. Let's go A.
One enemy remaining.
Enemy spotted B. There. Healing you.
One on side. It says on B stage.
Satchel out.
Flawless.
Nice, well played. Perfect round. Nice.
Last round before the switch.
Don't be cheap. Spend it all before it's gone.
I got the orb, but I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing with that. Alright, we could get Ray's ult with an. Sorry, we could get Reyna ult with an orb. But I don't think we got any ults for this round.
We can take the orb, yeah.
Yeah. Not that we need them, but. Oh, Sage was boosted on her wall. Watch out, Raze.
The hunt begins.
Reyna's in U-Haul.
Lems. Can you walk?
27. Raze is 7. Careful ult. They're both heaven.
Ah, fuck. Sorry, I whiffed.
One enemy
Heaven, yeah,
remaining.
dead. One more heaven.
I will lay.
Nice, well played.
Good job, guys.
You hit Ascendant easy. Thank you, Zombie Amira. I hope. Working on it. I'm Diamond 2 right now, in case you're wondering. I wish I hit that headshot on the Raze. That would have been so clean. Why am I going here? I think I think on pistol, I wanna wall hookah actually. Yo, Raze, you wanna peek hookah or not? Because I can just wall that.
What?
I can wall hookah if you don't want to peek.
You can pick us too, bro. We boom bot. If someone is there, we push that.
Yeah, sure. Okay, let's peek, and if we fall back, I just wall it. Okay, we can rotate then.
Okay.
I should probably not be in front. I got armor at least, but I'll let the boombot go.
Go get him.
Why did I do that? Smoke the hookah. Yeah, it was such a bad idea. Once we heard like multiple steps, I should have just walled and got the fuck out of there.
Hookah, midi.
I shouldn't have gone for the full commit on the fight too with the with like crouching and trying to like headshot the KO. He's trying to try LeMayo. Hey, yeah, you gotta try them. You know, you gotta try them. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I feel like I got baited hard by the Raze. I didn't, but like I kind of did too. Like baited into the dumb idea rather, not like baited into the classical sense. It's okay. I consented to it. It's on me. Do people in France call it weed, or is that just I mean? Yeah, we call it weed. It is a bit. It sounds dumb for a good reason. But yeah. Steps B.
Is B?
I think.
Yeah. 3 people hookah. 4 maybe. Went for the right click. Did not work out. I wonder if she saw my gun sticking out because I was sitting close to the corner, so I could see through the blind. Probably not. Probably was just checking the corner.
Last player standing. Flawless.
Yeah, I gotta go for it. I would have done the same. You sure it's not like cannabis? We do call it cannabis as well, cannabis. But weed is the generally in common parlance of the French, we will call weed the plant, the bud. Like when you buy buds, you're buying weed. If you're buying hashish, if you're buying also called sheet, literally for like shit. If you're buying resin, then you don't call it weed. You call it all those other words I said. Oh, good luck, Raze.
What the fuck? How? Oh, Luca. On site, B.
I thought they didn't. I'm an idiot. Why did I get the orb? I thought I had time to get the orb. Like that they would be slowed down by the slow.
Spike planted.
I don't know why. Okay, never mind. We win this.
Window left side.
One enemy remaining.
Tube.
Last player standing.
Oh shit, KO. I'm alert. Have a wonderful stream. Yo, thanks so much, Zombie Amira. Appreciate the kind words. Wait, I headshot the Reyna. Oh, that must mean earlier when I was spraying through into hookah. That must mean when I headshot her. I do not have very good options for my buy. Maybe I can get a bulldog from KO, so I can go full utility, full armor.
Can someone get this? Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, that works. I'm cool with that.
It will be B again, guys.
Grenade! Barrier created.
Cool. That's not what I was planning, but that works.
The hunt begins. Spike planted.
Oh.
One go.
Yeah. You blue hall.
One Izuka.
Satchel out. Enemy spotted A.
One limbs.
Last player
one
standing.
bathroom.
One
Oh,
enemy remaining.
It's halved. Ah, nice try. Ah, that doesn't work. Can't. It was gonna blow up anyways. Rip.
No one beats my firepower.
We need to go.
I got this.
Yo, wanna wanna stack somewhere and just push together with like a Reyna flash and stuff, or like KO flashes?
Okay.
Yeah, let's go.
I think that's our best option here. Just go for a YOLO rush. No. I need money for stuff next round. Let's go with Frenzy. It's the best I can afford. Okay, that's good. Go get the gun.
Reloading. Reloading. Flash.
Raze, just play together. Just play together.
Yeah. We have 2 guns. We can do this.
Reloading.
Flashbang.
I dude.
Last player standing.
Oh, on site.
Good eco though.
I'll make them remember. They're only human.
All right. And oh god, I'm still missing. No.
Yeah, it actually was. Yeah.
By 50. All right. And I can finally do what I was.
Actually, KO knife very early, so.
I know. I'm just walling it right away.
Fight.
Okay.
Wall raised. Enemy spotted B.
Two garden.
Killed my car.
Nice shot.
Ult's ready.
They're pushing.
No. Oh, on A. Okay. Sorry. I thought he was asking me, are they pushing B? But nope. They were not pushing B. Turns out.
Spike planted.
No one walks away.
Okay, I need to go with KO here so I can res him.
Knife deployed. 2 suppressed. Flashbang. Flash.
Welcome to my world. For you.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, nice, good job.
Good.
Take it.
I will not
sure.
die here.
I don't like Sage ult on defense, honestly, but
My ultimate is ready.
that's what it is.
Blasphemous.
Good job.
I was all on KO. I was just there to trade. There to trade and res. Yeah, I can buy it. I don't need full utility, honestly. Boston Dynamics is popping off. It sure is, but wait, do you mean like in the stock market or?
Together. Wall raised.
KO on A.
One B long.
Enemy spotted B.
One garden.
Yeah. I'm gonna hold this weird like off angle here.
Enemy spotted B.
Okay, I'm coming to B. Maybe someone rotate, guys. Only one.
I'll go. You can stay.
Yeah, B.
Fire in the hole.
She's elbow. Ah. Pain. Pain and suffering. I did 90 to
Spike planted.
Viper, interesting.
You will not kill my allies.
Oh, but they had the res. Yikes.
Reyna died on ping.
Last player standing. Team Ace.
Okay. Oh, Boston AX, that's KO. Order your robot with deep voice is called. Yeah, that's KO. I get the joke now. Yeah, that's Boston Dynamics.
I'll kill you.
I don't think we have money for a buy. I'm sorry, KO. I think you have to eco. Or half buy, I'm sorry.
Eco.
Yo, let's push. Yeah, let's stack and push like the other round. But we should do B. They prefer doing B. It's too late now, I guess. Yeah, let's just go A. But they always they're always going B. We should have stacked B.
Grenade.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's go B, guys. They're not here.
Caution here.
Or are they? Never mind.
Enemy spotted A.
They are here. Good thing they're not listening to me.
Spotted A.
Healing.
Reloading.
They're rotating.
Or
Only
are they?
one.
Got him.
Nice.
Suppressing.
2K.
Reyna was A.
Yeah, she was bathroom. I'm
Punching B.
I'm going with Omen.
Spike planted.
One is bathroom. They're coming to you guys. Oh, taking TP, taking TP.
I probably shouldn't res. Ah, fuck. One more
One is
hookah.
hookah. 44 on Sage.
One enemy
Nice,
remaining.
take the gun.
Cover going out.
Alright, yeah, he has a gun. He should have just stuck it. He should have just stuck it, dude.
Nice try.
The Sage was spraying in the wrong place.
I'm lucky then.
Everyone's motor functions okay?
It's still a good eco, but
Units get tired.
We were eco, we did a good thing.
yeah, that was a good eco.
Maybe you should hold there, Sage, so that she cannot boost your wall.
What do you mean? Oh yeah, well, oh yeah, do the boost here, you mean?
Yeah. And don't hold it here.
Yeah.
Barrier created.
You
Okay, on A. Pushing A, pushing A.
Nice.
Spike down
No
A.
spike. $74 on KO.
Go for bathroom.
Oh fuck, two in the
Last
CT
player
side.
standing.
Oh no.
Grenade. Okay.
Oh no, our spray was so bad. Like
Nice try.
raises and mine. I should have at least gotten the. I should have at least gotten one there.
Let them try to get through me.
Oh, that feels bad.
Barrier created.
Viper wall on A. They're pushing. No, they're not pushing. Nice.
Steps mid to
Maybe they're
hookah.
rotating.
3 on site.
Oh, they're all low. Kaio 10 HP, Sage 40 HP.
Spike planted.
Nice.
One bullet on each, guys.
One enemy remaining.
Nice.
Good job.
Sick. Played. Huge round for us. That was really... We needed that. Badly. Oh, cats come. The kitty is here. Can't get distracted.
Party's over. Let's show them out.
Can I get...
Sage, I have a buy if you want.
Okay, thank you.
Can someone get this?
I don't know if I should ult
There.
here or not.
This time I'm gonna go on the other side of the wall. They'll
If
never
Kaio
expect
knife, I'm gonna ult, okay?
okay. Should I wall you in or not? Nice.
Nice
Okay,
pick.
you can go garden. Oh shit, let's go away.
Yeah.
One shower.
I'm coming to res. Stay on B raise. Oh, Viper wall on A.
You will not kill my allies.
Sage, can you rest me? One shower.
Yeah, I'm coming.
I'm covering you.
Okay.
Your duty is not over.
Nice. Huge.
Reloading. Fire in the hole!
One enemy remaining.
Nice.
Ace, ace.
See nothing.
Oh fuck. Okay, yo.
30 seconds left. Ace.
Nice. Well played.
Defenders win.
This is who
That was a good game. I don't know if have they really changed anything with bind. I don't feel like anything significant's changed, except obviously the teleport position has changed when you go to A. But does that even matter? Yo, Marinette. Yo, you're flat 2 again. Exclamation marks. We can play ranked together. And D-rank together. Am I right? Am I right or am I right? Should I... I kind of want to play another one, but no, actually I kind of want to just chill. I need to take a shower. This is gonna sound really gross, but I mean, like, I can like smell myself. That's usually a sign you need a shower. So I'm just gonna do that. Actually, it was just gonna be a chill stream tonight, anyways. But it was a good stream. We had some fun convos. Thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging out. I'm a peace out. Clean myself. Can we buy the smell shower stream? Yeah, we need to do the hot tub stream sometime. So you can play a game. Let's see, where am I at with the weekly missions? Purchase weapons, play a game. Wait, I didn't do the purchase weapons thing. Huh. Do I even care? I don't. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go wash up and go to sleep. See you tomorrow. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the discussions and the game. It was fun.